Greetings, everyone! Welcome to another retro edition of Sonic Universe, and we are doing issue 23, Treasure Team Tango, Part 3. Team Dark has Team Rose in their clutches, and Team Hooligan has the Soul Emerald, and it looks like they're going to get away with it. Or will they? Bean sings, "We got the shiny, the shiny, the shiny," and he goes on to explain how the relationship between the three of them can work, and he suddenly gets all out of character, yelling at Knack for not paying attention. Why? Well, Knack explains. He's more focused on getting away from this big old blimp that is chasing them. Yeah, that's right, Bean. Oh. Meanwhile, back with Team Dark and Team Rose, Rouge here is deep in thought, saying that those idiots, Team Hooligan, are getting away with her emerald. Blaze says that it's actually her emerald. Shadow says, "Stay down, Blaze." Blaze is still mad at Shadow. And Omega is questioning whether or not he should let go of Cream and Cheese because he does not want to squish them. And in the midst of arguing, Amy Rose settles things. They have to either stay here and keep on fighting each other, or chase down Team Hooligan before they lose them. Oh, and there's this nice little moment between Cream and Omega. "I do not want to eviscerate something so cute." That's nice. "And Cream, dear, you do not need to know what eviscerate means. You're too young. You're way too young for such a violent act." Now, in order to stand a chance of catching up to them, Shadow is going to get his ride. Now, Amy walks along with Shadow for a little bit. Amy explains asks, how do you know Blaze?" Well, Shadow briefly recalls Sonic Universe issue 1, and Amy then goes off on Shadow, is like, how can you not think of Blaze's world? Which puts Shadow into more of an internal conflict. It's like, I do what I must. Let's get my ride. And Amy, the optimist, "You'll do the right thing in the end. You will do the right thing." Will he do the right thing? We'll see. So we meet Shadow's ride, his bike. The bike that was first introduced in Shadow the Hedgehog. Oh, on this nice little scene here with Cream and Cheese, like, "Oh, isn't this fun, Mr. Robot?" And Omega is channeling the spirit of Homer Simpson. "Urge to maim rising." Get him something to watch. A violent movie. Anything. His masculineness is he's not being masculine right now. But hey, it's okay, Omega. You can like the cute little girl. And the reason they have a bike, gun requires field agents to have at least one vehicle. And Shadow really likes the bike. I mean, it even has his symbol on it. So Blaze goes on ahead because the bike is difficult on this terrain. And Shadow also goes on ahead. And they have this nice little chit-chat about how important the Soul Emerald is to Blaze's world. And Shadow's trying to apologize for what's happening. He's trying to rationalize his decision, but Blaze would not hear of it. Yeah. Nice try, Shadow. Meanwhile, Team Hooligan is still being chased by the blimp, and the blimp fires on them. Once again, Knack does not like his bike being damaged. So he threatens the occupants of the blimp to blow them up, and if you do, they'll blow up the gym as well. But in response, the occupants leave the blimp, and guess who they are? The Babylon Rogues. Hoo. And they're acting all cool and whatnot, until Bean recognizes Jet and gives him a big ol' hug, calling him Jettingson Q Hawkington. I'm going to call him Jettingson from now on. Should I? Maybe. Who knows? And apparently they have history, since they all at one point were a part of the Battlebird Armada, and the rest of Jet's team are, well, they're wondering why didn't the Battlelord get rid of Bean? Well, regardless, good old Knack takes out his sniper rifle to target the Babylon Rogues, and, well, he couldn't get a clear shot. The Babylon Rogues managed to snag the Soul Emerald and attempt to get away, and that made Knack mad. He orders Bark to drive while he targets the Babylon Rogues, and he successfully strikes the Soul Emerald, which causes a fiery reaction? Well, that's bad for the Rogues, but it is beneficial to Blaze in a sick way, if you want to put it that way. Apparently being hit with the Soul Emerald has a reaction to Blaze, and it actually helps them pinpoint the Emerald's location more thoroughly, so that's good. Knack recovers the Soul Emerald and is amazed that it is not damaged. Of course, this gives the Babylon Rogues an idea. They fly away and they remotely program the blimp to drop their entire arsenal on top of Team Hooligan, and they're going to claim the emerald from their charred remains. Oh, this looks like the end until Bean, who is, remember, a master of explosives, conducts the bombs to go off right, like, way above their heads. See, what's the deal with Bean here? I mean, he can be goofy, but he is a master of explosives, so take that what you will. Alright, so as the two teams are about to square off, the other two teams have arrived. And, well, while Team Rose and Team Dark do not know who has the Soul Emerald at this point, I'll let you know. Knack put the Soul Emerald underneath his hat. The teams divide up into their respective groups to plan their strategy. Team Dark is going to take Team Rose while they're being overwhelmed by the Team Hooligan and the Babylon Rogues. And Shadow again feels guilty about the betrayal. Team Rose here is planning for the inevitable double cross. The Babylon Rogues are ready to leave them in the dust. And Knack and the boys are ready to make Boom Boom pay off because, well, this is going to get ugly and hilarious fast. And the stage is set for the four-way battle next issue. The addition of the Babylon Rogues to the mix brings all sorts of new wackiness, namely Bean's interaction with Jet, Jettingson Q. Hawkington, Wave's concern over the extreme gear. I mean, she is the team mechanic, she is the inventor, she is the smart one, and those things aren't easy to maintain. And Knack's pride as a treasure hunter. And to be fair, he did get it first, and he wants to be the one that claims the prize that goes along with the Soul Emerald. So, I mean, this entire arc so far has been character interactions, and whether it's funny as Omega and Cream, or slightly dramatic as Shadow and Blaze. And Shadow Buddy, you better do the right thing in the end. You better. And by that, I mean letting Blaze have that Soul Emerald. Anyway, I also like how there are more vehicles from the games introduced. This issue introduces Shadow's bike, again from Shadow the Hedgehog. And while I haven't reviewed that issue yet, the blimp that the Babylon Rogues use, it's from Sonic Riders, and it makes its debut in the comics in issue, let's see, if I recall correctly, issue 20, which is the Tails arc, the end of the Tails arc. I will review the Tails arc at some point in the future, so I thought I should share that with you, so yeah. Alright, anyway, the four-way team battle is about to begin over the Soul Emerald, and even more wackiness will ensue. So I will give this issue an 8.9, and I will leave you at that. I will see you next time. Bye-bye now.